Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Rest of today's video. So the beer's courtesy of Pariah. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure this, if I remember correctly, this was all Galaxy. In real life, I don't know how these will all be posted. In real life, it's been almost a week and a half since I did the unboxing, and I did read the back, but I'm pretty sure it's all Galaxy. But I'm just gonna wait to read the back till I do my thoughts. But just FYI, don't be surprised if I read it and I'm remembering correctly, even though it was like a week and a half ago. This is all Galaxy. I had their 7th anniversary. It was amazing. It was so good. So I'm really excited to try this one. And I watched the Nerd Sense guys review of it, and they also really liked that one. So yeah, I'm super excited to try this. It was funny. Mike in that Nerd Sense review. And again, that was the other one whose name escapes me, but it's the 7th anniversary. Roll That Back, I think was the name. He's like, it looks like one of their hazies, and it's so true. It's got that orange, a little bit of yellow in there. It's definitely hazy and, approaching more of like a turbid color. The head, almost a finger, not quite bone white, just a little off-white. Pretty compact bubbles except on top. I mean, it definitely looks like New England style IPA. Let's get into it, or is it double IPA? Hazy India Pale Ale is what they're calling it. All right, let's get into the aroma. It's very tropical. It's gotta be I think it's all Galaxy. And I do get a little bit of that pineapple thing. Galaxy anymore doesn't have as intense of that crushed, like canned pineapple. In any beer. This is across breweries. But I do get some pineapple. In Galaxy, that's what drew me to that hop, was how intense pineapple it could be. So anytime I get any pineapple out of it, super happy. So definitely get some pineapple. But then things like guava, maybe even a little bit of mango, orange juice. No zestiness in this. And I feel like I'm on a pretty long streak of, if I mention that there's orange in a beer, zest is part of it. Not in this. It's more orange juice. In this one, I get a slight nuttiness that I sometimes get in this style. It kind of, to me, it seems to fall under the cilantro soapy thing, where some people are like, dude, what are you talking about? There's no nuttiness in this. There's no soapiness in cilantro to me, but I believe people when they're like, no, when I taste cilantro, I just taste soap. And it's so, things hit people differently. To me, it's a little bit of nuttiness, which I like. I mean, I like, like peanut butter and jelly, right? Like I like peanuts with the sweet, fruit thing. So like to me, it's fine, and it's pretty subtle. Definitely leans more juicy for me. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Pariah. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, it's good. It does have some like sweet, ripe fruit. Bitterness kicks in pretty early. So then, like, you still have fruit elements, but any of that juicy, ripe, overripe likeness of the fruit goes away, and you're left with those flavors still with this awesome level of bitterness. I love the level of bitterness in this. It's a little dry. Because again, like, it's so interesting. It smells fruity. You taste it. You get the fruity, juicy thing up front. So the fact that it morphs into those flavors lingering but different with the bitterness, and then it's a little dry. You don't taste. I don't even know what the ABV is. It usually says towards the bottom. 7.3. I certainly don't taste any of the alcohol in this. Look how beautiful that is on the side of the glass. Yeah, I mean, definitely guava, mango. Funny enough, I do get a little bit of orange zest in this, but there's a little bit of orange, like actual juice in here. A little bit of that pineapple. It definitely skews tropical, and I get a little earthy, and it's not just like the aroma for me. Just a little bit of nuttiness, and I think it's the yeast that does it for me. It's not a malt thing. It's not a hop thing. and because it's so many different breweries, so water's different. You know, like all over the country, I've had this. So I think it is the yeast, and I think I looked into it once, and it's not. I thought it was the Conan yeast, but they don't use it. But anyway, so for whatever reason, I do get a little bit of that. This is nice. All right. That's what they have to say. What you're holding is our mental reprieve from the labors of winter. Although up in upstate New York, relatively mild winter. It's kind of weird. Like today, it's actually, I just walked Bruno with my wife, and it was 62 degrees out. And I'm recording this at the end of February. Snow removal is brewed with a heavily oated and very pale base, and then liberally hopped and dry hop with Australian Galaxy. Yes, okay, so I was right, it was Galaxy. In the glass, it pours a glowing yellow and carries notes of pineapple, guava. Ooh, subtle passion fruit. I wouldn't go passion fruit myself, accentuated by our house yeast. And again, I think the yeast is what gives me that little bit of nuttiness. Yeah, passion fruit, it's been a while since I've said this. I think because, like, I love passion fruit. And I think because in beer, I've only really had actual passion fruit added to sours, that I really associate passion fruit with sour beers. So even if this is kicking out some passion fruit to other people, and clearly it is, it's just not going to be on my radar because I don't associate it with these flavors. Speaking of, like, I mean, they said guava too. They didn't say anything about orange. I could see a little bit of, what do you call it? Papaya. A little bit of that too. So again, like, it definitely goes tropical for me. It's a really nice beer. And again, that level of bitterness, it's got a little bit of a mouthfeel too. But yeah, it really drinks how I want an IPA to drink in terms of bitterness. So well done there, guys. Have you had this one before? What are your thoughts on it? Have you had a single, I assume it's single Galaxy because they don't mention anything else, beer in a while? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. Please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.